you know what? It's time to install it's time to install a smoke alarm. There's not one in this little room, but we're going to install one by Joe. Here's what we're going to use. This is a smoke alarm, and I started reading it. It's kind of cool. See this? 10-year smoke alarm. 10-year life. No battery replacement for the life of the alarm. How is that? Well, because there's something inside. When you hook it together, this is just battery operated, okay? No hard wires. We're going to screw that to the wall up high. And then we're going to take this off. I have to read the direction a little bit more. You slide this off, and then there's a goodie in there that depresses the battery that came with it. And it's a non-replaceable battery. It's designed to last 10 years. I don't know how they figured that out. So once you put it in, you can't take it out. After 10 years, though, you got to remember to take this out and replace it, because what they say is most smoke alarms are only rated for 10 years anyways. Even if you replace the batteries every 6 months, every daylight savings, let's say, or once a year, whatever your schedule is, you know, can you go beyond 10 years? Yeah, but they're not designed to last any longer than that. So take note. Now we got to decide where to put it. And the decision was, here's the exterior door. We're going to put it above the door. We're going to put it up kind of high. You don't have to install it on the ceiling necessarily. You can put it up high on a wall. And I would hate to put it high on a wall over here. When you open the door, the first thing you see is a smoke alarm. You don't have to do that. So the decision was up here. So let's get her done. Okay, so all we have to do is set that up there and install it. It comes with some little plastic anchors, 2 little plastic anchors, and 2 little screws. That's it. And you can decide where to put this. But you can put it there, down there, where, you know, wherever you want on here to get it supported. So is there an exact height? No. We're just going to put it up here wherever we wish, and that probably looks pretty good. I'm just going to take my scratch awl again, and I'm going to poke a hole there and one right there. That's all. I'm going to tap that in a little bit more. When you're using this is an ice pick, but if you have a scratch awl, you could do that. But what I normally do is once I get it to there, I always carry a little screwdriver. You got to get one of these, because now I can put that in. Because the last thing I want is to poke right up tight to a plumbing pipe, let's say, or something like that. So now I'm just going to use that, and I'm going to twist it and drill that right through the sheetrock. And that should be plenty big. We'll see in a minute. Okay. If I have to make that bigger, I will. Hold these up there. See, I need to go a little bit bigger. My screwdriver's too big, so I'm just going to take that and just kind of ream it like that. And that does the outer edge to about halfway into the sheetrock. That's all that we want. Like that. Okay. That should be okay. Trick is, you don't want the hole so big that these are going to spin in there, but you want it big enough so when we tap this in, it doesn't fold over itself, you know? And I'm afraid to tap that just yet. It seems like I'm going to have to gouge this in a little bit more. If I had just one size bigger Phillips, I could use that, but I'm just going to dig and gouge in a little bit here. Okay, that makes it a little bigger. Trying to be careful not to make the hole too big, or else the plastic anchor will spin. Okay, now that's working better. That, tap it in flush. There we go. screws in right now. Just put them in a little bit, let them stick out. And I believe that's going to be okay. Because now we're going to hold this right in the middle, and then we can slide this up into place like that. And tighten this down, just make it snug. Don't overdo it. It's just going into a plastic anchor. You go tighter, tighter, tighter. Yes, it will start spinning because you're going to spin the screw right into the sheetrock or the plastic anchor. Okay, only going to go so tight. Now for the next step. Okay, see, it's got this plastic thing. It says slide. Step 1, slide and lift to remove, activation spacer, and then push in battery pack to activate alarm. Then press and hold test button to test alarm. Okay, just like that. Get that out of there. And see, this is a little battery pack apparently. And now I'm going to push that in. Like that. There. If that's set for the next 10 years, push to test. I'm going to push and hold it, I guess. Press and hold test button to test alarm. Okay. Now it's set. See, if you didn't press that first and just go ahead and install this, I don't think this is set yet. You always gotta do that. Even with your regular 9-volt battery operated smoke alarms, you put the battery in and then you press your test button to make sure it's set. Okay, now I'm going to be able to put that in. I'm just going to set it in there and twist it until these little nibs catch up there. Kind of a slick little setup. Good for 10 years? Wow, that's pretty good. I'm just going to hold it until it fits in there and twist. Now see, the wording is backwards, so if I want to do it so I got the wording right, I can flip it over, I guess. Like right there. Okay. Make sure I got it all the way. I think I do. That's good. Okay. And we tested it. It's working. Okay, there you go. Another smoke alarm system you can do yourself. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.